Tamiya 1/32 F-16 CJ, and supplied in the box with two sets of canopies. One is smoked and one is clear. Now what I'm building requires a smoked one, so the clear one will be used as a mask. So we'll put that to one side for a moment. Now this is possibly the one thing in the kit which is a bit of a bugbear for most people. It's the sheer fact that there is a horrible seam right under the middle there. I don't know if you can see it. So what I'm going to do, I have done this before on an individual one, but not on a canopy of this size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it right in as far as I can. Sorry about the movement. As I said, this will stop soon, hopefully tomorrow night, to be honest. What I'm going to do, a bit of tape. This is just ordinary Tamiya type tape, and we're going to just lay it along the seam line. And this is just to protect most of the canopy, just on the two sides. So we're going to just lay a couple of pieces across. Right, just those two. Same with the front, because the front as well has a seam which isn't there in real life. So we'll just protect the front a little bit as well. It's literally just, like I said, just to protect, so we're not going to marmalise too much of the actual canopy. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is get rid of the seam down to the plastic. So for that I've just got a very fine sand and sponge. I don't want to put too many grooves and whatever into it. So what we're going to do, no pressure, is go along the seam and remove the seam. Now this is something that used to terrify me when I first started. The amount of kits I built and left the seam in, I didn't want to risk doing this. So we're just giving that a good once over. Now there's a line there. That seam has gone as such. You can't see it. And we've got to turn the sanding sponge over and start to polish. Although this is very fine, you're still going to need some polishing out. We're just taking out any of the little grazes we've put in, or starting to take them out. This is quite a simple little job. And once you've done it once, you'll realise how easy it is. And on Mr. Flory's blue sponges, and again we're just going to go up and down on the finer side just to get rid of any of the deep grooves that we might have put in. Right, so if you can see that, I'll focus just like that. Okay, so it's still cloudy. Now we come in with our sand and sponge set from Alclad. We're going to start off with a middle one, which is 2400 to 600, and just do what we've just been doing again and polish. Just gently going over it, no weight on the stick. All we're doing is trying to polish the plastic, not sand it. Now what I'm going to do, because we've done the worst part of the job, is to remove the tape, and you can now probably see the sanding area is there. If you just rub your finger along it, you can see how much of the area we've actually damaged and how much work there is to do to clean it up. So we're going to turn this stick over onto the 3600 side and do exactly the same again, just being really gentle, and we're starting now to buff it out. And just, like I say, just gently go on up it, taking it all out. And there you can see, I don't know if you can see through there, but it's started to fade back. So then we go on to the 4000 grit, which is that side, and again just gently going over it, taking out the scratches we've already put in. Very little weight on the actual canopy, and just polishing it. When we get to that point, we turn our stick over onto the 6000 side and do it again, cleaning it up all around the edges so that we start to see clear plastic again without distortion. So as you can see now, although it's still slightly distorted, what's the best thing to see? Perhaps on this will show up better. You can just see on the top there it's still slightly distorted, so we'll carry on with our next one, which is 8000 and 1200. So again, we start around and we just polish. And just bringing it in, and now we're starting to get back to the original canopy colour. So all we're doing is just polishing, we're not sanding at all with this system. So this should be available from Alclad very soon to get rid of the scratches. So again, if I bring in the iPad, you can probably see it start to disappear altogether now. So we come in again with the 12,000 grit, which is the finest one, and just polish. And all we're going to do now is just finish it off, making sure that she's crystal clear. Give it a good polish around, and that is absolutely crystal clear. Let's get rid of that. Now if you can see through there, there is no blemishes in that. Now what you'll need next is Aqua Gloss Ulk 600. Now what this does, what we're going to do is create a dip. I've got a dip up there already, which I'll get out in a moment. We dip that in, and that fills up any little tiny scratches and makes that perfectly clear. So that can be put to one side for a minute. And now we've got just a little bit to do. So we come straight in with our sanding sponge and just gently polish that seam away. Polish it with this side. We come on to the very fine sanding sponge. Straight into the 3600 gauge. Turn it over, polish again. Because we've done got rid of the rest of the scratches, we'll take off the tape. We'll come back in now with the 4600. We'll just again polish it down, put very little pressure on it, turning the stick over. Polishing again. Polish as much as you like. And we come back with the 8000 to 12,000. Really polishing it. Turning the stick over. And really give it a good polish. Another quick polish. You can of course go over this with toothpaste when you've finished, but with this system you don't need to. It will polish up nicely. And there you go. We have one nice, clear, seamless rear canopy. Now, in this jar here I have some decanted Aqua Gloss, which has been there a while now. I'm going to lay that aside. Kitchen roll. Right, so we have some kitchen roll. Just something to knock it off onto. We want our tweezers. Just want to make sure that the canopy itself is nice and clean. No dust over her. And then all I'm going to do is drop her in. Make sure she's right the way dipped through and all of it is covered. Then I'm going to take her out, hold her up, drip her off. Tap her onto the paper. Just tapping the excess off. Up there. Right, so after a couple of minutes we then put her back in for another dip. Let the clear do the job that we want it to do. This is what this is doing, is filling up all the little bits that we missed. So we just tap it off so that the bubbles all tap down, disappear. Wait for that bit to join up, and then we'll tap it down. Get rid of the bubbles. If you do get a load of bubbles in there, just get a very soft brush just gently push out the bubbles. So that's that one. That's our canopy dipped. Now what we do is bring along our sheet of our tub and place it in. And she's in there now ready to dry. Then we get our rear of the canopy and we dip that in, pull her out, and again tap her off so that all the excess goes off, and then we dip her again, tap again, and there you go. We can now then lay that, oop, there, don't do that. If you do by any chance drop things like that, just give it another quick dip and then tap her off again and then lay her down. Won't that take, what, 18, 19 minutes, 20 minutes, and she's done, ready. We'll put the lid on her. She can stay in there now until she's required at the end of the build. Place her in an area where she's going to be safe, and that's it. So 20 minutes, you've got a seamless canopy and everything's working well.